today is going to be really casual. I'm just going to do a kind of a ramble, get to know me kind of video, and a lot of you have asked for that, so I won't be offended at all if you don't want to watch it. But before I start the get to know me, I'm going to just give a quick channel update. First of all, I can't thank you enough for all of your views and subscriptions and comments and messages. It just kills me to not be able to respond to every single letter or comment, and I'm trying really hard, but I read them and I treasure them. I do. I can't even tell you how much I cherish your thoughts and encouragement. And please know that I will keep making videos for a long time, because every time I get a message about helping you with stress or anxiety or bad feelings, and feeling like I've helped you even a little is, it's just a significant honor. So thank you. Thank you. Okay, and the channel, I hope will keep getting better over time. I don't know anything about audio, and so I am sort of giving myself a crash course in audio, and I hope the new mic sounds good, and I hope it will continue to sound better and better as I go and learn. So thank you for bearing with me, and I also know that you're getting tired of just seeing this room. I know, and the camera that I have right now is attached to this gargantuan monitor, so I promise as soon as I can get a new camera, you'll see new views. And I have lots of really creative ideas for role plays that will be in all kinds of different settings, but I just bought the microphone, so it might be just a little bit before I can get the camera, and I hope you'll be patient, and I hope I can make even better videos in the future. So I think that's everything. But I just adore all of you, so thank you. Oh, and you hear the plane so loud. Over time, I hope to be able to find ways of filming in quieter places, filming at night time, and things like that, so there will be less distractions. So yes, I hope to get better and better every time, and I have a lot of ideas for sort of like more binaural, so like ear to ear. I know a lot of you like it, and I will be doing a couple bedtime stories this week, and I'll be reading them like very closely into your ear or into your other ear, and a lot of like personal attention ones too. So all that is coming up, I promise. Okay, so since this video is just about me, I feel really, oh, there's Etienne. So what I was gonna say is, since this is casual, I'm leaving the door open so that my cats can come in and out if they want, because I thought it might be fun to see them in the video. So that's Etienne, and he might come over later. And Bernard is actually sitting right over there, but you can't see him yet, so I hope that maybe you'll see them a little. Anyway, okay. Although you can hear Etienne is now biting on something. Etienne! 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 Come here! Oh, come here. I don't want them to make distracting noises, I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, so, Etienne is named after, a character from Emile Zola, my favorite writer. Etienne, come here, or I'll have to shut the door on you. He gets really upset when I shut the door, and he hears me talking in here to you, and I always have to start over, because he tries to get in, so, but yeah, Etienne is named after an Emile Zola character. And my other cat, Bernard, is named after, hi buddy, come here, oh come here, come up in my lap, we'll see. Anyway, Bernard is named after Bernard Sumner from New Order and Joy Division. He's actually here. This is Bernard, the real Bernard. But my Bernard doesn't look like that. He's a cat. Anyway, okay. What I was gonna say is that I feel sort of rude talking about myself and not hearing about you. So if you want, I thought maybe you could write something about yourself in the comments. That might seem dumb, but I would really like it. You could tell me like anything about yourself. I really like hearing about people's pets' names, but so the names of your cats or dogs or whatever, or your favorite band, or your favorite existential philosopher, or a phobia you have, or something. That would be really cool. So if you want to comment with like a random detail about yourself, I would love it. Do you want to come up? Or come here. Do you want to come up, buddy? Maybe it'll be too distracting with the cats hearing. Hi, big boy. Oh, he's so heavy. Etienne, can you say hi? Look, can you say hi? You don't want to be held right now? Okay. Okay. He's like, let me go. Let me go. Okay, anyway, that's Etienne. I shouldn't say he's heavy. That would hurt his feelings. He's actually very fit. He's very active. Anyway, okay. Both my cats are blue tuxedos. That means like a gray and white cat. I really like blue tuxedos. Anyway, yeah, so you can tell me about yourself. Okay, so my name is Nicole, and it's spelled with an H, which a lot of people get wrong, but that's okay. And I am from Seattle, originally, so I will show you some things when I talk. I'm from Seattle originally, and I think I'm like really a stereotypical Seattleite. this is a Bialetti. And I name all my things. So I call my Bialetti Mussolini, which is a weird name, I guess, but that's just what I call it. So this is my Bialetti. And it gets filled up with delicious coffee. And I love coffee. I like it all different ways, like most people in Seattle. And I like black coffee and black espresso. I don't like cream or sugar, oh, Bernard's coming. Bernard, do you wanna come say hi? Maybe not. Anyway, I like black coffee because I really like to taste it, but I like it all different ways. The Bialetti is cool because see, the guy is pointing up, because you actually put the coffee in the middle and the water below, and then it boils and then infuses up through the coffee. It's really concentrated and delicious, and then you pour it out. Anyway, I love coffee. I drink it all the time. And I'm also I really love live music. I love books. Seattle is a very musical city and a very literary city. So, and I love the rain. When it doesn't rain, I start to get really sad. That kind of sounds like rain. You can probably hear my cats drinking too. They have a water fountain. So I'm just letting them run everywhere because that's what my life is like. They're always running around, so it's more authentic this way. Anyway, yeah, I love the rain. And when it doesn't rain for a while, I get very sad. Some people, they get sad if it's not sunny out. But I really feel the absence when it doesn't rain for a while. I miss the rain so much. Luckily, it rains a lot. We have a saying in Seattle, because our rain isn't like most rain in the world. Our rain is really gentle. And so most of the time we say, it didn't rain today. It didn't not rain today. Because it's always raining a little, it seems like. It's not raining today. It's actually quite warm and I don't like it very much. I wish it were raining. So anyway, so I'm very stereotypical of Seattle upbringing. Like I'm obnoxiously polite sometimes. If you've ever seen the show Portlandia, which is so funny, Seattle is like that a lot. Or like over the top polite. Like I'll get to a stop sign and everybody, no matter who's right of way, everybody's like, oh no, you go, no, you go. And then people waste a lot of time. And it's all my friends who didn't grow up in Seattle, they get so frustrated, like, just go. Somebody go, oh my gosh. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see. You've met my cats, kind of. And I work from home. So my cats are like my co-workers. And I see them all the time. Let's see. Oh, I know. These clothes here, those clothes are, they're not my, like, spillover clothes. They're actually clothes I sell. I like to travel around the world and buy clothes I find and bring them back here. So, like, you'll see. This is kind of like a dress. It actually is almost exactly the same dress I wore in another video. except this one is like periwinkle. It has kittens. I love kittens. You already know that probably. But it has kittens. And it has strawberries. But I like this one because the kittens, they look so serious. Oh my gosh, they look serious. So I kind of love that. Anyway, the clothes are from my boutique. I do like a pop-up boutique sometimes at the market here. So I sell clothes, which I love doing. So if you ever like one of my outfits, sometimes I'll have some extras that I sell, and I'm not trying to like market to you at all, but if there is ever an outfit you like, you can message me, and I can tell you if I have any extras of it. But yeah, so I'm not that messy that like I leave my clothes around. This is just the room where I stage my boutique, so that's why they're there. Anyway, that answers that. Okay, so maybe my interests and things. I had this out earlier. I love music, but I don't know if it's useful to just list all the bands that I love. Seems kind of silly, but I really obviously love Joy Division and New Order, and a lot of bands from that the period or kind of the same upbringing. I like a lot of I don't know. I like a lot of like dream pop music from the 80s, like the Chameleons and the Sound, and I I really like the Pixies and Wire, and I don't know. There's a lot of bands I love, so Depeche Mode and stuff like that. Anyway, but I love Joy Division because their story is kind of sad and it's kind of inspiring too. So anyway, yeah, you know I like them because my cat is named after one of them. I've seen New Order and I've seen Peter Hook in concert. I've seen a lot of my favorite bands in concert, but for whatever reason, the bands I like, I don't know why. I think I'm like just not very hip and with it, because most of the time when I go to see bands that I like, it's all like older men, like middle-aged men there, which is awesome, but it makes me feel like maybe I'm like not listening to the right kind of music for my demographic or something. But anyway, oh well. Yeah. So, but I love music, and obviously I've talked about video games. The Last of Us is, I don't actually have that many console games because I play mostly on my computer, so, but I could only get this on console, and it was so worth it. I really loved The Last of Us. It's so good. If you haven't played it, you should. It's the combat and the action is so varied. It's so integrated. It's just gorgeous. I'm pretty sad they're making a movie out of it because it already is a movie. It's so good. But I like a lot of games. I've played them my entire life, so a lot of my favorite games are quite old, and I've talked about some of them. But I will say that most of the things that I talk about in my videos are things that I love. I don't really, it doesn't make sense to talk about things I don't already know about or like, because that might not be as authentic, I guess. So you can see at the end, he's just kind of like wandering around. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, I love, a lot of people sort of act like they're like, oh, I don't watch TV, but I don't have cable or anything, but there are definitely shows that I watch. I think we're sort of in a second TV renaissance, and I love it. There's some really, really quality television. Obviously Breaking Bad was amazing, but it's over. Oh, I loved Battlestar Galactica. I'm actually gonna do a role play. I don't know if anyone will watch it. I don't know if that's too weird, but I really like Battlestar. Let's see, what else do I like? Right now I love Hannibal. It's so good. I like Mad Men, The Walking Dead, and I've read all the Walking Dead comics too. They're so good. And obviously a Game of Thrones, and I read all of the books, A Song of Ice and Fire, and they're pretty long, but they go so fast. I like just because they're so, I don't know, they're really compelling, and yeah, I love a Game of Thrones. Every week when it's on, I buy myself a snack, like a special Game of Thrones snack. It's usually like peanut butter cups, and then I watch it and I get excited. I sort of like gesticulate and emote a lot while I'm watching. So, and I spend a lot of my time reading fan theories for A Song of Ice and Fire online. I spend a lot of time reading fan theories. It is so ridiculous. It's a stupid thing to do. I should use my time better, but I get really excited about the time and effort people put into fan theories. And George R. R. Martin has made this really, really complex universe. And I love it because a lot of fantasy is about there's like good and evil, and it's really defined. But in A Song of Ice and Fire, it doesn't happen like that. There's so much nuance, and it really is just about constructions of power and how we construct power, which I love. So it's really lovely. And oh, that's Bernard. Bernard, honey, do you want to say hi? Bernard has like a little mustache on his face. It's pretty funny. Anyway, one of my friends came over the other day and said he looked like, who did he say he looked like? I can't remember. He looks like the Pringles man, the guy on Boys, don't fight with, no fighting. They sometimes play. I don't like when they fight. Anyway, okay. Okay, yeah, anyway. Okay. You can see I'm just rambling. I don't really know how to just talk about myself. I like a lot of old movies, and I love Alfred Hitchcock. Oh, he's my favorite. So, I love a lot of like horror, and I like certain kinds of horror. I don't think that modern American cinema does horror very well, but I really like things that are slightly deranged. So this is weird to some people, I think, because I think I come off as pretty vulnerable and sensitive and maybe unequipped to deal with the violence of life, but I would say that this is pretty authentically me, the way I am in my videos. Some people think maybe it seems fake, but I can't really not be myself, you know? Like, I could act cooler than I am. I mean, I could try to be cooler or calmer or whatever, but I think it's best to just be me, instead of trying to deceive you into thinking I'm someone else. So I am like this, and obviously sometimes sometimes I swear or I get loud or whatever, but so people have a hard time squaring that I really, really like really dark and morbid things too, but I always have. So this is part of life, and I think we're all like that. we're all nuanced people, you know. So I like cute things, and I like really kind of messed up things too. Yeah, I don't know if that makes me nuts, but and I love, of course, my first love is literature. This is so funny. I just grabbed a book that had in it like a jacket that might make some nice noise, but this is, I was just laughing because this is the portable James Joyce. And I was just thinking, like, James Joyce is probably the least portable thing. James Joyce isn't something that you just pick up, like, oh, I'm waiting for an appointment. I'll just pick up some Joyce and then put it back down. You know, it's not meant to be digested in little bits. It has like a lot of framing and meta elements and requires a stream of consciousness to kind of get into it. So just looking at the portable James Joyce kind of makes me laugh. Also, by today's standards, this isn't very portable. You know, this is supposed to be, I guess, really like condensed. But I don't think so. But I love literature so much. And I tend to like old world literature. And I guess I'm an American, and there's some American literature I like, of course, but I tend toward world literature. And my favorites are obviously Emile Zola, Jorge Luis Borges. He will blow your mind. James Joyce, I've always loved him. George Orwell is wonderful. He has so many good books, and I'm obviously interested in rhetorical philosophy. He's really good for that. And I love Edith Wharton. She was an American. I love her. Tolstoy. Nabokov is one of my all-time favorites. He's right up there with Zola. So I love reading. I love the sound and the smell of books too. Oh yeah. This one's pretty stiff because sometimes I just collect books. This is not a very easy book to read either because the proportions are not good for just, you know, like I have very, very small hands. You can see I have really small, like pygmy hands. They're tiny. They're really tiny and weird because they're so small. So this is not a good size book for my hands. Anyway, but I love to read, and I am actually a writer by profession, but I sort of hesitate to say that because after I read and edit all day and write all day, my eyes and my mind get really fatigued. So if I'm typing my responses back to you, or like my descriptions, and there's any kind of if there's any kind of typos in them, I'm so sorry, and you can make fun of me for it. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's when you edit all day long, your brain starts to shut down. Yeah, and sometimes I debate between like, oh, does the internet like Chicago manual style, or like how do they typically hyphenate this? And so sometimes I just try to give in to internet convention when I'm writing to you or describing my videos or whatever. So please don't make fun of me too much. Okay. Oh, this is from traveling. These are some Buddhas. And when you go to, like, one of my favorite places to travel is Southeast Asia. I love that. I love being there. And they always, like, they give you gifts, and there are always these like glass enclosures that are still wrapped up, and so I have some in my house, and it feels like a permanent present. Like it's just always waiting to be opened, but you never open it. But Southeast Asia is my favorite place to travel, Hi, Bernard. Bernard. He's very shy. Oh, he's just gonna lay down for you, though. He's very shy, and if he knew you were watching him, he would be very nervous right now. He's quite timid. But I've had Bernard since college, and he's the love of my life, and it's really sad. But since I work from home, he's so clingy, and when I travel, he gets so upset. Like if I'm gone for a month, oh my gosh, when I come home, he just like comes flying to me, and we both cry because I miss him so much when I'm gone. Anyway, but yeah, Southeast Asia is wonderful. It's my favorite. Other places I really love are Iceland. Iceland is entirely enchanting. And Sweden is wonderful. This is like almost flawless. It's very expensive to go out to eat. That's why I say almost flawless. But I really love Sweden. I love how everyone says, hey, hey. Hey, hey. It sounds, to an American, it sounds really casual to go, hey, hey. But that's how a lot of people greet each other. Like, even strangers who walk into a shop in Sweden, and it's like, hey, hey. It's so cute. I love it. Anyway, and in Sweden, I sort of look like everyone else because I'm pale and blue-eyed and everything. In Asia, I don't look like anyone else, and people ask, they'll like run up to me to have me hold their babies, and it's really hard to go anywhere because people take pictures. So sometime I'll show you. I have like hundreds of pictures of people like crowding around me to try to like touch me or to take a picture with me. I think it's just because I'm so pale. One time I was talking to a boy in Thailand, and he was learning English, and he was so good at it. And he said, I was teaching him colors, and I said, what color are your eyes? And he said, brown. And I said, what color are my eyes? And he said, blue. Why are your eyes blue? And it, like, his face all of a sudden registered so much confusion. Like, why are your eyes blue? Recessive genetics. That's what I told him. So, anyway, he didn't quite, I don't think he knew what that was yet, but yeah. So, anyway, but I love to travel. Paris is absolutely enchanting. I always thought I'd be sort of underwhelmed by Paris because everyone plays it up so much already, but it's stunning. Like as soon as I like got off the subway in Paris and I saw Notre Dame, and I started to cry. It's so pathetic. I was so happy. Something about Paris is it's just stunning. It's stunning, and so many of my favorite writers and philosophers have written about it and lived there. The boys are, I think, oh my gosh, boys, come here, stop that. I'm sorry, I didn't know this was going to be a violent video. Anyway, yeah, Paris is wonderful. Berlin is fascinating to me. Berlin, yeah, but anyway, okay, what about, I don't know if this is just, what else am I into? Let's just kind of tap on this. I know I'm into politics a lot, but I don't think that that these videos should be political, because I certainly, I think that there's a time to get away from politics too, but I pretty avidly try to follow world news, and so I am interested in, oh, I know, I have a list of animals that I've got to like pet or touch. This is a really weird thing about me, but I have a goal of like petting as many animals as possible in the world. Just this weekend, okay, this is exciting. Just this weekend, I got to pet, I got to hold a really, really, really big giant python. He was almost too big for me to hold him, but he was so magnificent. And I got to hold an alligator. Oh my gosh. I got to hold an alligator. She was named Lucy, this alligator, and she wasn't full grown. So I got to hold her like a baby in my arms. And it was like heaven for me. I was so happy. So anyway, I try to have lots of animal encounters with every kind of animal. Probably the most exciting was a tiger. Well, multiple tigers. I've gotten to spend time with a number of tigers, and I'll tell you, if you ever do pet a tiger, you need to pet them very deliberately, because tigers, they will, if you pet them lightly, and everything is light for a tiger, so if you pet them, they might think you're just like a bug or something and turn around and swat you. You don't want to get swat by a tiger. Like, getting swatted by a tiger is terrible. So pet them hard. Pet them harder than you think, okay? Okay. That's just from me to you. Yeah. Good advice. It's good life advice. I am claustrophobic. I'm pretty claustrophobic. I like crawling around and things, but I can get claustrophobic. I am really bad at math. I am a very, very bad swimmer. I can't blow a bubble with bubble gum. It just pops. So these are some of my flaws. I have a lot of flaws, and I would say that I am extremely insecure. So I have said this a little in responding to some of your comments, but I've always been very, very, very insecure, and some days I don't even want to go outside because I'm afraid like people will just like look at me and be like repulsed and like run away like monster, you know, something like that. And I don't know why I'm so insecure, because I know everybody is insecure about things and most people manage it just fine, but for whatever reason I'm always fussing, and I'm never satisfied with myself. I don't know. But you should not follow my lead. I'm just telling you this because you guys all say really, really nice things. But then every once in a while someone will say something really funny in the comments, like really mean. Like one time someone said, "You look like such a B word." I won't swear here. "You look like such a B word. Like you." Sorry, it's so funny. It was like you wouldn't even look at a guy if he didn't have enough money or something like that. And it was so antagonistic and weird. It was weirdly specific. Like, this guy was just saying that just looking at me makes him think I'm like materialistic and a gold digger, and I thought it was really, really funny. I mean, when people are mean, it does hurt my feelings, but at the same time, I know what I'm insecure about, which admittedly, I'm insecure about a lot of things, but I'm not, I'm certainly not someone who's attracted to people because of money. I find it really abhorrent when people sort of like flaunt their wealth or whatever, and so comments like that I think are meant to make me feel bad. They make me laugh because it's so oddly specific, and if I look like a gold digger or something, I can't do anything about it. Like, I don't know how I would like change myself to anyway, I'm sorry, this is such a ramble today. Oh, I'm super sarcastic. I'm really sarcastic, and so sometimes people don't know if I'm being serious or not. And so I think most of my friends in real life know it, to the point where if I use a superlative to say something good, like, oh, I love this, or something, like, I love that, or like, oh, I love that person, or I love what they're wearing, or whatever, they maybe think I'm being sarcastic, and they're like, oh, that's so mean, shut up, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. Anyways, I have to be careful, but I'm usually not that sarcastic online because, it's hard to tell if someone's being sarcastic online. So like I said, somebody asked me how old I was, and I said, oh, I think I said something like, I'm 79. Moisturize, ladies, like, you know, get your Botox or whatever. Clearly I was joking. I hope that no one thinks I look like I'm 79. But anyway, one guy wrote back and he was like, oh my gosh, I can't, my mind just blown. I cannot believe you're actually 79. You look so much younger than that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And either he was being really sarcastic and like just completely just like above and beyond, or he was serious. But it was so dryly delivered, I kind of hope he was serious. Because if someone thinks I'm really like almost 80, that's awesome. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, so I love your comments, and the mean ones do hurt my feelings, but it's the internet, so don't worry. I can manage it, okay? Like I said, there's things I'm insecure about, and there's things I'm secure about, and most of the things on the internet are just people sort of like trying to be mean. I thought about reading like the mean things people say, just because some of them are so funny, but then I thought, oh, but that's kind of inviting people to say even more mean things, which I don't like. So well, anyway, okay, well, I think I've rambled a lot. I'm going to make some actual, you know, videos with direction and lots of triggers. Like I said, I'm planning hopefully tomorrow night or the night after to film at nighttime and film some really like close-up bedtime story type of videos to help you sleep. And if you have any questions, you can always ask and I'll try to get to them. But like I said, I'd love it if you'd share anything you want with me in the comments. I'm kind of excited. Let's see, I made like a little list of things to talk about that I'm into, because I just don't even know. Well, I'm really into Formula 1, but you guys know that. Basically anything, if I make a video about it, it's really something I love. Like rhetoric, I am obsessed with. So the rhetoric roleplay I did, I thought nobody was going to like, and then people said that they wanted to hear more, and that some people were even thinking of buying those books, and that was the single most exciting thing that has happened to me, because I would love to do lots of teacher role plays, especially about rhetoric, and the books I did pick, I sort of like if I were going to ever teach a class on rhetoric, those would definitely be part of my reading list. So please read those books. They are so cool. And yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, this is pretty much me. And you know, some people say like, oh, you seem so like a Stepford wife or something, which I totally get. Because I guess I don't know, but I can't change who I am. And like I said, I don't, you know, it's not gonna be everybody's bag, and that's okay. It is totally fine if I'm not your bag. There's a lot of amazing people online who very well could be your bag. So, but yeah, like someone said, I guess I touched my chin or something in a video, and they were like, oh, that's something that this ASM artist does, and why are you copying them? And I had no idea. And so if anything I do seems like somebody else, I'm sorry, but at the same time, it's just what naturally sort of occurs to me to like do or not do. And like if I sit here thinking the whole time, like, do I sound too much like this person, or am I acting too much like this person? It's gonna come out as really inhibited, and I don't want to be inhibited, because you are all so genuine with me, and I feel like I really owe that back to you. So you know, that's just it. But as far as all of the really constructive comments helping me with quality and sound and ideas and all of that, I am so grateful for that, and I'm trying to use everything you say to get better all the time, you know. And I know that some of you have different triggers, and you know, I can't make every single video a home run for everybody. Personally, I only get triggered by really specific things, so I understand that. But I am doing my best, and I hope to get better and better, so that you can feel more relaxed. And thank you if you did listen to this. I'm sorry it is so inane, but it's just, I guess, like a survey of some of my interests and my hobbies. And anyway, I love you guys, seriously, and I'm sorry that my cats were fighting, but they love you too, I'm sure. Okay, I'm gonna shut up, and if you are watching this to just relax, I hope you'll stay relaxed, or sleep, or just chill out, and you're so great.